Hey guys.
Okay, so we want to talk about vision boards. And I have made a vision board every single year that I've been a coach. And I've had it as my screensaver on my phone, I've had it printed up in my office. I probably should look at it way more than I have been. But I can say that there are a lot of things on my vision boards over the years that have happened and that I have kept in the forefront of my mind. And I just made one yesterday, actually, for 2017. And I really, really sat down and just thought about, like, what do I want to feel? Like, what does success mean to me? Like, what kind of relationships do I want to have? Like, and honestly, today, as I was writing this stuff up, like, and I was watching videos and stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I need to redo my board. Because I was watching some videos on YouTube, and the guy gave me some really good insight, which I'm going to share with you guys, that I was only kind of focused on, like, business on mine, which is good, but I think we really need to think about relationships, personal relationships, our business, maybe serving in ministry, you know, the kind of house you want to live in, the kind of car that you want to drive, how you want people to remember you, like maybe putting something on your dream board about a time where you felt empowered, something that happened in your past where you felt empowered, that you can remind yourself of that moment of how you felt so that you can get through, like, the hard times, so that you can get through comparison, that you can remember, like, what you're working for, why you're working for it. And so it's really important to have all those things combined on one board, so that when you feel frustrated, or when you don't know, you know, when people are saying no, or you don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel, you can go back to that board and you can remind yourself of why you're doing this, the vision that you see for your life, how you want to feel, how you want people to remember you, how you want to treat people, where you want to live, why you're working so hard, all these things. So you have to keep that vision in the forefront of your mind all the time. You've got to keep it there so that you're constantly reminded, because let's just face it, we're bombarded with comparison. We're bombarded with rejection. We're bombarded with family members not really understanding why we're doing what we're doing. You know, we have to build ourselves up. We are the only person that can decide our happiness each day. We're the only person that can give ourselves that, or birth within ourselves that vision, and nobody can take that away from you. You know, your vision and your dreams and what you want to feel for your life is yours. But the road to success is always under construction. Okay, it's always under construction, and it's not going to be a straight line. There's going to be pitfalls. There's going to be stop signs. There's going to be curveballs. There's going to be roadblocks. There's going to be all these things. And, you know, you have to be able to visualize that end result through all that. And you have to have a plan. You have to have that desire to know that what you're doing every single day, when you're visioning it, it's like you've already set in your mind that it's going to happen. No matter what, everything on that board, everything I want to accomplish, everything that I want to see happen in my life is going to happen because you're looking at it every day. Failure doesn't mean that you failed. Failure just means that you've learned another valuable lesson, right? And it's a new direction around the corner. But you have to attempt. Whoa, what happened? How'd that happen? Did somebody request something? You are viewing Stephanie. Who's Stephanie?
Stephanie, you currently hit share my screen. Anyone can share their screen. Stephanie, there's a thing up top that you can hit stop share.
She's new. It's her first time.
Oh, it's super easy to do.
How'd that happen?
It's super easy to do, and you freak out because you don't know how to undo it, but it's up top.
You gotta drag your cursor up at the top of the Zoom thing, and this thing will.
Oh man, nice first impressions, Stephanie. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. It's terrible. I would cry.
Oh my gosh. No, it's not that bad. It's not a big deal.
I'm joking. Oh, no, I would be
Yeah,
freaked.
do you see at the top where it says Zoom participant ID, blah, 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 up at the top of your screen? Drag your cursor up on that.
I'm sweating for you.
I'm not. I think it's okay. Alex still doesn't know how to do this. So you're one step ahead of her.
No, this is funny because I would do this. That's the only reason.
Does she know that it's happening?
I don't think so. Stephanie?
Maybe
She's
just
on
keep
mute.
talking.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Stephanie, I unmuted you. Can you hear me? Stephanie? All right, well, I totally lost where I was. I was talking about pitfalls and stop signs and detours along your vision journey, along your journey to your dreams. So, but with that, with the pitfalls and the detours and the stop signs, there will always be a new level of constant personal development to get through those pitfalls, to get through those stop signs, to get through the doubt, to get through the negativity, to get through the unsupportive spouse, to get through the unsupportive family members, to get through the objections, right? So, but you always have to be attempting to move forward, no matter what. You always have to be attempting to move forward and to conquer those dreams and to see your vision clearly. There was a quote that Will Smith said, and it said, "In my mind, I've always been an A-list superstar. Y'all just didn't know it about me yet." So like he already knew in his mind, and every action, everything that he did lined up to that vision because he already believed that he was there and that's what he was. So that's what we have to do. We have to set in our mind and set our clear vision to already be there, to already accomplish. I know that Alex loves, what's his name? Scotty Hobbs. And Scotty Hobbs, I remember this story. He sat in his hot tub outside and looked at his house every single day and claimed that that house was paid for in cash. He's paid off his debt with Beachbody income. And lo and behold, I remember him saying on stage one time that when he actually paid it, it was a big deal, but already in his mind for like a year, it was already paid for. So when it happened, it was great, but like it wasn't such a big shock because he already believed it for so long. So it just happened because what you believe and what you focus on expands. Oh, yay. They keep you motivated. You know, your vision board keeps you motivated, keeps you confident, and keeps you secure in who you are because you're reminded of your vision, of your desires, of your deepest emotional connection to this business, to the vital behaviors, to the people that you are helping, right? So it keeps your why power strong. And we always talk about the why power, but it is so crucial, especially now as we're coming into the end of the year, to really put that stuff on paper. I know, Alex, in your group, you just did this, and I saw all the vision boards. I mean, Kelly Baker, like, whew, that girl had some crazy, awesome vision boards. And she separated it too, which I really liked. She had.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, how you're talking about at the beginning. I got that. I'm glad I didn't start mine because I was kind of waiting to see other people's, and I like how Kelly separated family, business, personal, and then, made those, made separate groups for it. Was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm going to get into that at the end here, the 3 different types of vision boards. But you can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Like, you can't depend on what you see if your mind is not focused on that. because it all happens in here. It all happens with your mind. It all happens with belief. It all happens. I mean, your mind has to connect with your eyes, you know what I mean? And your heart. So it all has to be. So that's why when you have it on paper and you take that vision and then you put it on paper and then you can actually look at it, and then your mind is like, yeah, I can see that. I can see myself sitting in that house. I can see myself standing on stage, accepting the 5-star elite, blah, blah, blah. I can see myself sitting in that retreat house, you know, handing my gifts to my Star Diamond leaders. Or I can see myself in that car being paid off. I can see myself handing over that check to my, school loan company or whatever. Like, that's what a vision board means. I can see myself going on this mission trip to Honduras, which is what I'm doing in February. I can see myself being at my children's daily day functions at school because I'm able to go. Like, I can see myself retiring my husband. And I know Alex wants to buy her husband a boat. Like, that's one of her things. You know, she can see the boat. She probably knows exactly what it looks like, exactly what it's going to have on there, the exact color that it's going to be. You know what I mean? Because that's how specific. Even if you're single, you know, and you want to get married, like, have a specific, all the lists of the qualities that you want to have in that man, or where you want to get married, what it's going to look like for you, whatever. Fine detail your vision board, because what you focus on will come back and it expands. So you can't depend on what you see. I was just saying that for your vision becoming a reality, because if you don't have a clear vision on what you want your life to look like or experience, then it just won't happen. I know a couple weeks ago when Megan was talking about this, she really talked about this a lot. This is like her jam, you know, and that was a great call. But the pure vision is, you know, seeing what you want, but also believing that it's possible. It all starts with belief. You know, you have to believe in your mission. You have to believe that you are capable of doing those things. And like I said earlier, you know, we're so bombarded with comparing ourselves to other people's journeys or comparing ourselves to where people are at. And you have to really get down into your spirit that you are where you are right now because that is where God wants you. And I've struggled with this a lot because I've been in this business and I'm just going to be real with you guys, for almost 4 years, and I am nowhere near where I want to be, like nowhere. And I'm like questioning, like, God, why? Like, I feel like I'm doing everything that I know to do. Why is this not happening? Why is that not happening? And maybe it's because I have to do more personal growth in order to handle the blessings that he wants to give me. Maybe I'm not grown enough in certain areas to be able to handle a 15-star diamond team or whatever the case may be. And so I'm not going to compare myself to where anybody's at, because I know that God is in control. And I know that he's only going to give me what I can handle. So too much is, you know, you got to learn and you got to grow into that leadership role in order to receive and be able to be responsible for those things, if that makes sense. So at coming to the end of 2013, I've had to really take a little self-evaluation of how much personal growth have I really been doing? Like, what, you know, you have to just evaluate yourself. And I know some of you are new on this call. And so starting now with that and really getting into that flow of creating that vision. And then when you have that clear vision and you can look at that vision board every day, your posts start to reflect of that vision. You start to talk about those things and you start to speak to those people that, you know, you start planning those things and you start talking about it and you start putting that energy out there, and that comes back to you, you know? So
I just want to clarify, Kelly means end of 2016, not 13.
I meant 2016. What did I say?
13.
I did?
You did.
Oh.
You're 2 years behind, but keep going.
I'm super distracted lately. By the way, you guys, I have a boyfriend. Like, that's
Woohoo!
Yeah. So new for me, like, but it's amazing. And God, I really want to actually share my story. I just haven't really digested it all yet. But anyway, So what do you want when you stop and think about, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to think about what I want my vision board to look like, right? So what do you want it to represent? What feeling do you want your vision board to bring to you? Is it happiness? Is it security? Is it confidence? Is it focus? Is it, what feeling, what do you want it to represent? Empowerment, confidence, leadership, time management, whatever. What do you want it to represent? And what feeling do you want your board to give you? Pictures, obviously. You got to have pictures on there. What's good to your life right now? Like, what are the good things that are happening in your life right now? What are you willing to go after and fight for? Like, is it your family that is your why power? Is it retiring your husband? Is it not having to live paycheck to paycheck? Is it an addiction that you had prior that you never want to go back to? What are those things in your life that were turning points that is your why power that makes you not want to go back to that and push through to become better, to have better, to be more, to set the example for your family, to set the example for your loved ones? What is it? What makes life giving everything you got? What is it that makes life giving everything you got? Going all in, no matter what, you're going all in for all those things that you have on that board, for that dream home, for that dream car, for that level of success and what success means to you in your business, however many people you want to help a month. If you want to go on the success trip, how many coaches you want to have on your team by the end of the year, in your downline? How many coaches do you want to have at Summit? What do you want to do at Summit? What do you want to do with your family? What vacations do you want to go on? What ministries do you want to give back to? How do you want to serve your community better? What church do you want to get plugged into? Do you want to run a small group? Do you want to run a Bible study? Do you want to serve at a soup kitchen? Do you want to, all these things, because I feel like for me, I've wanted to do all those things and I never just actually sat down and planned it. I never actually just put it down. And so I decided a couple months ago that, I'm going to go on a mission trip in February. It gave me 5 months to plan. And I just had to make the decision. This is what I'm going to do. It's been on my board to go on a mission trip, I swear, ever since I've been a coach. And I haven't done it because other things have taken priority. It was still something that I wanted to do, but I just needed to sit down and say, okay, yep, I'm going to do it. And it's going to happen, So, and then if you were to sit and think about, now I'm not saying like we all want to think about when we die, but if you were to think about the legacy that you wanted to leave when you die, what would it mean? What would it look like? Would that vision board reflect somebody who was giving it all they got, who was a light in a dark place, was somebody who just was so giving and so nurturing and helped people, and people would, sit back and say that girl or that guy is a girl boss. That girl pushed through anything. That girl stood up for what she believed in. That girl stood up for her dreams, no matter what anybody said, no matter what anybody come against her, like she stood tall, no matter what, through every storm, through every setback, through whatever. Like, what would your legacy look like through that vision board? So there was 3 types of vision boards. One was obviously goals, what goals you want to have in your life, in your business. And then one would be leadership. So who are the people that you look up to, like personal development people, like Brendon Burchard, or what's their story look like? You can have like professional people or, that you look up to, and you can have words on there that explain why, quotes that they have that you cling to, and when you look at that board and you see all these leaders that are normal people that are just like us, that just failed forward every single day, that ignites a fire within you. That ignites a flame, because you're just like, gosh, like if they can do it, I can do it. You can have all the transformations that we've been able to help people as a board, you know, because that, I know Carl Deichler has a binder on his desk of all the transformations, and that for him keeps him going. You know, those are people's lives that we get to change. So you could have something like that. And then, you know, other great people that you admire. So maybe some of the leadership people could be other Beachbody coaches that you like to follow, and why you like to follow them, and what resonates with you, and the things that they've been able to accomplish. And it just gets you emotional. Like, your vision board needs to get you emotional. You need to look at that and just be like, I can do that, you know, and it covers all areas: spiritual, emotional, physical. Maybe it's just committing to one program and completing it on that board. Like, maybe it's a program that you haven't done that you're scared shitless to do, but you're going to do it. You put that on your board. Maybe it's committing to the ultimate reset because you've never done that and you want to have a complete, you know, detox of your body. Like, and I would suggest everybody to do the ultimate reset at least one time. It's a little side note there, but so pictures, have lots of pictures, have words. You can go on PicMonkey. That's where I did mine. And like I said, after I did mine, I think after I put all this together, I was like, you know what? I'll probably keep that one, but I'm going to make some separate ones, like Alex said, and make some separate ones, because I think I need to be a lot more detailed than I was, because a lot of that was just, some of it was personal, but most of it was business. And I posted it in the team page. I don't know if you guys saw it, but so have a lot of quotes and sayings that remind you of events in your life that inspire you. Maybe, you know, the day that you gave birth to your kids, or Alex, your hair is crazy right now. You got this like side thing coming out.
I'm totally going to screenshot that right now.
Yeah, this needs to go on. So
Maybe on your vision board is to grow your hair out.
So when you
totally
sit down to do this vision board, you have to clear away distractions. You got to get your mind right. If you're the praying kind, pray. If you need to listen to personal development to clear your mind and really get focused, do that. If you need to light a candle and you need to, you know, maybe have some relaxing spa music on, like whatever you need to do, but just clear distractions. Set a day, set a time where you know no one's going to bother you, your kids are not around, that you can just be laser focused, be laser intentional on how you want to feel, what you want your year to look like, what you want to accomplish, what you want to give, how you want people to receive you and see you as you're posting on social media, as you're using that as your storefront. Hey, Allie. Maybe have a glass of wine if that's what you like to do. You know, whatever calms you, focuses you, gets you in that moment of really doing some self-evaluation. And because, you know what, like, this business is different for everybody. Like, you know, some people want to make it full term. Some people don't. Some people just want to, you know, help 5 people a month. Some people want to go big. Some people, you know, whatever it means to you, but you got to be clear. You got to have that laser focused, and especially coming into 2017, you don't want to miss that train. You don't want to miss that momentum, because this is what's going to create momentum. It's what's going to keep you moving. It's what's going to keep you focused. It's what's going to keep your drive at an all-time high, because you know what you're working towards. You know why you're doing it. And once you start seeing these things start happening, it's like it starts fueling that fire, and it starts, you know, creating that momentum and belief within yourself. So that is sort of all I had. It was just going to be a really quick call. But I would really like to see everybody's, you know, I would really like everybody to share theirs. I'm going to do some more work on mine, because after doing this, I was like, okay, yeah, I need to get a little bit more specific. Like, I think I really like the words and the emotions that I want to feel and portray and live by. And just, you know, having that for 2017, I think is going to be really, really good for all of us, you know? Anybody have anything they want to add towards vision boards?
Totally gonna do mine on Thursday on Thanksgiving.
Are you? That's a
Yeah,
good
my
day to do
husband
it.
works. My husband works, and people, don't tend to message you back on Thanksgiving. So
You look like a freak when you're inviting them. Aren't you with your family? Yeah.
No.
Don't you want to be in my next group?
my husband's working. I'm depressed. Do you want to join me?
It's so fun to just like, I had so much fun yesterday Googling stuff and like, I put on there like my wedding, like I wanted to get married and like, I put on there, screen share really quick and show you guys what I put on.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at yours because I've been dragging my feet because I'm like, man, I need to get magazines. I need to, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do a pick monkey and look at things on YouTube and have it as like my default on my computer because sometimes I work in different places and I can see it always.
I did that, and for me, like just saying because I've done one a couple times,
Mhm.
I want to do one that I see every day on my wall because I love the idea of that morning miracle and like actually seeing it is better for me. When it's on my computer, even when it was my screensaver, it's not the same effect.
Yeah.
So I've been the same way, like totally dragging my feet because it's a little bit more work to do one, with the magazines and with that. But I want to try it because I feel like the other one just got kind of lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
You can
And maybe
always
you'll try
add.
to.
So this one, okay, so up at the top I have my dream wedding. I want to get married. And then summer's vacation in Greece. This was actually a place that I went to in 2005 or 6 with my family, and they go every year. And every year I see them go and I'm like, I want to go, I want to go. And then I have below that team house for Coach Summit. So I want to have a house where all, we can go and new coaches can come to Summit, sign 5 to 8 coaches per month, pay off credit card debt, which is like $3,500 right now. I wanted to put on there that I wanted to buy a new home, but I know that that's not really like feasible for me. Like, I mean, I know we want to dream big, but I kind of I put into perspective, like reality, like, and I know like dreaming big is good, but I also, so anyways, I put on here that I just wanted to redecorate my home because I'm in the process of doing that right now. So I said that, advance 8 leaders to team leaders. So I feel like that needed to be my focus instead of diamond because I really want to create leaders. Like I want to create people that are business minded, that understand that it's volume and duplicating success. And so I want my focus to be more on that, and then diamond comes. 10,000 followers on Instagram, attend a Tony Robbins event, which is personal development, double my income. I want a new truck, team leader retreat to spoil my leaders, help 5+ people every single month, lead 10 people to Christ, run a purity-based accountability group, pay off debt, which is $20,000, which is a huge, huge goal. I mean, like that would like be life-changing for me if I could do that in 1 year. Some more quality time with my family, complete 5 audiobooks, attend leadership retreat, and help 3 of my leaders attend the new leadership conference, and then attend all Super Saturday events. Those are all great things, but I definitely need more for sure.
Yeah, because I think I want to put on there a feeling. You know what I mean? Like make it more emotional because I thought it's not like for me, it's not achieving it. It's how I want to feel. I remember reading that somewhere. I think it's like the desired map plan of your life. It's not to get elite because that means nothing. How do I want to feel when I get there? At least that's for me because I feel like I don't know how elite feels. So what feeling am I really going after? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe not get stressed out in 2017 while trying to achieve my dreams because I can tell you I like shut down. So I need to I think reprogram for
Oh, we shut down in like January
when we found out our plan was wrong. But I think I think yours is really cool, Kelly. But I think for me and what I'm noticing about myself, it needs to be what emotions am I looking?
Well,
I like the idea of what you
because my board kind of looks the same every year.
Yes, mine
And
too.
I think that's why I've been dragging my heels is that I feel like I'm a different person, so I didn't want to do the same thing.
Because I
Yeah.
was like, I don't think I want to put on there elite. I want to put something a little bit more
You
in
know,
depth.
you have to soul search and really know what you want.
Yeah.
And I love the idea, though, Kelly, of you saying, right when you said that, see, this is why I've been dragging my feet. Now I've heard this on this call, is names of people and quotes, because, like, for me, I feel like my whole life has changed from listening to Joyce Meyer this year, and you know, the wife that I want to be. So a few things that she said, and who I want to
Yes.
become, like I want that in the forefront. So those words up there, so I can have those goals, but keep bringing myself down to earth to remember what matters most. Like, although I have to do that for myself, or I get really sidetracked.
So basically, the heart intent.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
I have like a million Post-its on my office. Like Alex came over, she's like, you have like 10 Post-its with just tons of like verses on there. You know what I mean? That when you're down, you can like look at.
And this is something Monica taught me. I know it's a little off topic, but I've been doing this lately, guys, and I just wanted to share this really quick with you guys. A little off topic of the vision board, but it's the same idea. Is it's really hard to do because you kind of feel silly. But I had to share this with you guys on this call because I've been doing it consistently for like 2 weeks. And it is a game changer. It really is a game changer in just how you come at people, your confidence, how you speak. So doing affirmations before you invite, before you plug in, before you go, you know, wherever you go, whatever your social media outlet is, taking the time to, like, I'm telling you guys, when I just rush into my business, it's not a good day. It's just not. I didn't like fill up my own cup like we talked about. And so I don't feel that same like power, that same to fill other people's. But for me, it's not just good enough to just do my workout anymore. I guess that's the growth, is that there's certain things I have to do before I plug in. So I wrote down some things that just make me, like Kelly talked about, I look in the mirror. I know it sounds cheesy, but I've been doing this and it really is good. And it's really good for your confidence. And I say these things to myself. And then I ask myself, like, how would I, like it's already happened to me. And when you do that consistently, it's like Kelly said, you literally already feel that feeling and it builds that confidence within yourself. So you guys can try it. I mean, confidence is a huge part of this business, and that confidence is easy to get knocked off. I mean, this girl just today told me that stop messaging her about a group, and what else did she say? I don't know. But the way I came back at her was pretty bold, but I know that's just because of speaking to myself this way. So if you're struggling there, I really suggest doing it. So I have this little piece of paper and it's like 10 things, and I look in the mirror and I've been saying it before I start working. And it's just saying, like, I am worthy. I always reach Success Club. Like, just telling yourself, giving yourself the affirmation, because, you know, you may not be anywhere close to it, but if you keep telling yourself that you always do it, it's what always happens to you. I missed 10 for the first time in September and October. So what happened to me is my confidence started dipping. Like, maybe that's not something I can do anymore, but that's that limiting mindset. So now I have to tell myself a new story, like over and over again, to know that it's going to happen. I tell myself I'm light, I'm energy. People always say yes to me. Money is coming from everywhere and it's abundant. My marriage is healthy and incredible and powerful. I'm healthy. Al, you're already a 15-star diamond. How does that make you feel? I've really been doing this. I make $9,000 a week and it's incredible. I never worry about money. I'm a passionate leader and a patient mom. So these are all the things I'm not currently, right? But they're all the things I want. So I've been doing this, guys, and it's really powerful. So I really just wanted to share that with you guys, and maybe you could write down some things to start saying to yourself differently.
Oh, we should post that on our team page.
I'll share
Yeah,
mine.
post that.
I have some affirmations too. I say, as a coach, I feel accomplished, fulfilled, proud, elated, excited, content, significant, purpose-driven, and valued, knowing that I am changing the financial standings of my future family by helping others succeed in their life goals. I feel strong, healthy, happy, confident, empowered, driven, compelled, have extra accountability, support, and I'm at peace because I have balance with my exercise and nutrition while I'm honoring my priorities with God and spiritual growth. I feel empowered, exhilarated, humbled, overly joyed, significant, purposeful because I'm helping women, both married and single, improve their quality of life, improve their confidence, strengthen their independence, and helping them improve their financial standings for their family or future family. So those are a couple of my
What'd you do? Like print that out on a really pretty colorful.
I made a pic monkey.
Look at mine.
I'm gonna put mine on my phone in my notes and take a screenshot and share.
Well, the thing is too, I had this before, but again, it's like the vision board. I had affirmations, but did I do them consistently, right? We're always talking about that consistency. It's not just with behaviors, it's with these little things that we talk about, because even though I had them, if I'm not saying them every day to myself before I go into my business, then they're not really serving me, right? So it's like that consistency of telling myself a different story is so important. And when I forget to do it, I really do feel the difference. You know, I do forget to do it. I don't do it every day, but the days that I can get on track and do it, just like the miracle morning, it's a different day. It's an incredible day. So just literally seeing that difference is huge.
Yeah, it does take getting into the habit.
Hard. You have to be really disciplined, which is an area I've always struggled with. But when you start getting it down, it does make a big difference. And another thing Kelly was saying about like visualizing things you're going to do. This is something like before I would just work so hard all the time. I didn't take this like alone time to do things like that. And I've been doing that more in the last couple of months, and I've been going for runs and going for walks and literally just taking time to like close my eyes and like literally think about those moments that haven't happened. And it is really, really powerful, because I do remember distinctly that call from Scotty Hobbs that he would do that. And of course it doesn't take away, like we talk about the action that you have to do behind it to create it. But I think taking that time for things that really matter to you, that you really want to do, and then backing that up with the PD for the belief of it is huge. Like I did one so strong one day that like I was in tears. Like I had the whole setup. Like I had Clay walking in and telling him that I bought this boat for you. Like, and I had him even like saying to me, whose boat is that in the driveway? And it's me saying, that's your boat. And it sounds like cheesy and silly, but creating it before it even happens, you're manifesting that stuff, guys. Like, honestly, that is what is going to make it happen.
Yep. Yay. So good. Thank you, Alex. I just love you.
Thanks. It's not easy too, but right on.
Well, I'm excited because
I know what you're talking about.
I have some more work to do because, like I said, as I started putting all this stuff together, I was like, dang, this is some good stuff. I'll share with you guys the video that I watched. I watched a couple, but there is an Brittany Leggett video that Allie was talking about that she does a lot on visualization and why it's important. And she's amazing. I mean, Brittany is all about visualization. So I'll try and find that too. And I'll share it in our team page. But happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Eat from your containers. I'm saving my yellows for the whole week.
I'm saving my yellows for alcohol.
Oh no, food. I'll drink water.
That is funny. Well, thank you guys so much. I hope this inspires you to really dig deep and dream big and put your vision on a board and cover all of your bases, everything. And I'm excited to look at them and see them. And I'm excited to believe in all these things with you guys. because 2017, I believe, is going to be life-changing for our entire team. I really feel like 2016 has been a super struggle bus in a whole, like just Beachbody as a whole, with the elections and the Olympics and everything like that. And so I feel like we are to the stretch of big, huge things happening. So hold on tight, don't give up, and we're all gonna keep pushing. So hope you guys can all this going on here. Welcome to your first call, Steph. Supernatural screensaver. All right, guys, have an awesome evening and have an awesome week with your families. Take care.
Bye.